Pancake cereal is a new TikTok recipe trend that is inspiring people to get creative and cook while stuck at home. What are the ingredients and steps it takes to make this? Find out later in the show. I'm Casey Boston, and this is the Pandemic Program, bringing you all you need to know from at least 6 feet away. With coronavirus still being a threat, many schools' proms and graduations are being canceled or adjusted to meet social distancing requirements. The Houston Humane Society is helping animal-loving seniors in the Houston area celebrate their own unique version of a prom. A small number of seniors can attend this quarantine prom, which will be complete with animal-themed promposals, corsages, and photo ops. Elon Musk and his girlfriend recently welcomed a new baby into their family. Many people on Twitter had been asking about the status of the unborn child. After just a few hours, Musk later said that the infant had been born and both the baby and mother were, quote, all good. COVID-19 has impacted several food businesses in negative ways, forcing many to shut down, including David's Seafood Grill in Cedar Hill. With places slowly opening back up, employees of David's Seafood Grill urge for people to begin eating out again, or at least ordering takeout to help keep those businesses that are still up and running afloat. With the cancellation of a traditional graduation, prom, and the rest of the school year, the coronavirus has impacted the class of 2020 more than most of the previous graduating classes. Cameron Silva has more on how the loss of long-anticipated senior events are impacting the mental health of the class of 2020.
Teenage angst is bad enough for high school students under normal circumstances. Hormones and endorphins drastically change the moods of the youth that are just beginning to experience life. So naturally, teen angst and an unexpected global pandemic is a dangerous combination. How can one satiate a burning passion if they cannot leave their home to do so? How can one satisfy the basic requirement of human contact if they can solely communicate through digital communication platforms? The answer is, they cannot.
Ever since the start of quarantine, I've noticed that my mood has been slowly declining due to social distancing guidelines and the stay-at-home order that was put in place. Although I've tried to stay connected to my friends by doing FaceTime calls and Zoom and stuff like that, it still kind of put me in a more down mood.
And it only gets worse for seniors.
It's pretty much like a staple in every girl's imagination when they're little, oh, I get to go to prom. It's going to be the best night of my life. And always having that thought when you're growing up and waiting for it. And then when you finally get there and you don't get it, it just becomes a total letdown.
There is a clear and definite connection between a sedentary lifestyle and depression. According to Primer magazine, serotonin is the messenger that it's time to feel happy, calm, or satisfied. If the serotonin receptors are busted or deficient for any reason, then the message to be happy doesn't get passed along, or only part of it gets passed along. And guess what? No physically or intellectually engaging activities for 2 months can hurt your serotonin receptors. In a previous segment of this show, we discussed how to avoid falling into an unhealthy lifestyle physically. Now, it's time to talk about how you can avoid falling into a depressive mood. Based on the advice given by Healthline.com, there are 6 main ways to avoid slipping into a depression. Exercise, build strong relationships, get the recommended amount of sleep, reconsider toxic relationships, cut out alcohol, smoking, and drugs, and reduce social media use. If you are noticing a lack of motivation to participate in your usual activities, you may want to consider introducing change into your life. I'm Cameron Silva, reporting for Eagle Nation News one last time. Prosper.
The sports world has slowly been coming out of this quarantine. Not too long after the NBA confirmed its desire to start the season later in the year, the NFL released its 2020 season schedule, giving football fans something to look forward to in the months to come. The league also released some protocols they would state, including limited seats and the testing of players. Everybody knows breakfast is the most important meal of the day, so why not put a twist on one of the most well-known breakfast items? Layla Bass has discovered an interesting breakfast meal trending on the app TikTok. Take a look.
Since we're all stuck at home, let's try TikTok's latest trend, pancake cereal.
First, you can prepare your pancake batter however you like. I find it easiest to simply add Aunt Jemima pancake mix with water. Then transfer your batter over to a large Ziploc bag. Next, cut a small hole in the Ziploc bag, then begin dropping little dots into the hot butter pan. Once the droplets have holes at the top, flip them over and cook the other side. Finally, transfer them to a bowl and add butter and syrup.
Since we're all stuck at home, let's try TikTok's latest trend, pancake cereal.
First, you can prepare your pancake batter however you like. Then transfer your batter over to a large Ziploc bag. Next, cut a small hole in the Ziploc bag, then begin dropping little dots into the hot butter pan. Once the droplets have holes at the top, flip them over and cook the other side. Finally, transfer them to a bowl and add butter and syrup.
Late last Tuesday, lightning from severe storms caused 3 different house fires in Frisco. Concerned neighbors alerted Frisco dispatchers as soon as they noticed the flames. The firefighters were able to control the fire of the first house before damage was too destructive. The fire from the second house became under control by around midnight, while the fire from the third house was out at around 12:30 a.m. All family members were able to escape without any injuries before the firefighters arrived. Thank you for watching this episode of the Pandemic Program. I'm Casey Boston, and remember, 6 feet a day keeps the virus away.